Have you ever had this happen? Someone introduces themselves to you, you shake hands, you start talking, and 2 minutes later, you completely forgot what their name is. It just evaporated. Now imagine this happening to your child every time they read a new word. That is what phonological memory challenges can feel like. Today, I'm going to break down what phonological memory is, why it is so important for reading, and most importantly, what you can do at home to help. Let's break it down. What is phonological memory? Let's begin with working memory. Working memory is your brain's sticky note. It holds information in your brain temporarily just long enough for you to use it. For instance, remembering the beginning of a sentence while reading the end of a sentence. Now, within working memory, there is something called phonological memory. Phonological memory is your brain's ability to hold and process sounds for a short period of time. When your child hears new information, their brain needs something to do with it or it just disappears, just like that forgotten name. But if your child repeats the name, connects it to grandma, or visualizes it, now it sticks, and that is phonological memory at work. Phonological memory and literacy. Reading is turning letters into sounds and then blending them together. But if your child cannot, hold each sound in memory. Keep the sounds in order. Remember what sound matches each letter. Reading becomes exhausting. Imagine trying to hold k, a, t, but by the time you get to t, you've already forgotten the sound k. That is what some dyslexic learners experience. Spelling. Spelling can be even harder because now your child has to hear the word, break it into sounds, hold the sounds, match letters to those sounds, put them in order. That's a lot of working memory happening at once. For many dyslexic learners, spelling is the most difficult part of their day. Here is something I often hear parents say. My child can read the words, but they don't remember what they read. That can be phonological memory. If your child is using all of their working memory to decode the words, there's nothing left for meaning. By the time they get to the end of the paragraph, the beginning is gone. Vocabulary. Phonological memory also helps us store new words. If your child struggles to remember new vocabulary, recall specific words, connect words to meaning, this may be part of the picture. If this sounds like your child, it's not laziness and it's not lack of intelligence. It's the way your child processes sound and memory, and you can support that at home. Set your child up for success. Multi-sensory instruction. Children remember better when their learning uses visual, auditory, and movement. The more senses, the better the trace to memory. Say it, see it, move it. Have them write letters in sand, air write, tap out sounds, use magnetic letters, make learning physical, chunking. Don't give 10 spelling words at once. Try 3. Break long instructions into shorter chunks and check for understanding frequently. Shorter pieces of information are easier for working memory to hold. Teach through experience. Instead of just explaining vocabulary, do something with it. Build it, act it out, experiment with it. Experience creates a much stronger tie to memory than passive listening. Memory strategies and mnemonics. Give their brain hooks, like please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Silly sticks, visualization sticks, stories stick. Visual cues. Auditory information disappears quickly. Visual information sticks. Use anchor charts, concept maps, sticky notes, color coding. All of these tools help give their brain another pathway to store information. Repeat and review. Repetition is not punishment. It is brain strengthening. Their brain needs multiple exposures to make learning permanent. Discuss what works. Ask your child questions like, what helps you remember? What makes things harder for you? Reflection is good for them and can be so helpful for you. If your child struggles with reading, spelling, or remembering what they just read, phonological memory might be part of the puzzle, and now you know what that means. You are not alone in this, and there are definitely ways to help. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to Dyslexia Made Simple, where we break down the science of reading into easy, practical strategies for you to help at home.